Hey guys, it's Matthew here once again with the endgame follow-up for Venom Gyre Bleed Gladiator that is entirely enabled through the Crucible mod for the Venom Gyre becoming pure Fizz and having 75% chance to do 100% more bleed damage. With all of that combined, it ended up being a respectable enough bleed character. Something that can work, but isn't necessarily really anything too special, though it did give me the chance to play a Gladiator for the first time in a couple years or some shit, and it did feel pretty damn good for mapping. Not gonna lie about that. Bleed pops still really nice. Just general damage over time that is applied as physical damage over time is pretty strong against most map mods and map or rare modifiers. So not too much stands in your way, and it does feel pretty nice for mapping. Hit level 95 fairly comfortably, though pretty much most of my characters are hitting 95 this league because I don't know, Crucible's decent XP, and you gotta XP up a lot of stuff for various Crucible shit, and mapping in general ain't too bad, outside of how bullshit some Crucible stuff can be. So, it was a pretty good character for the mapping. It was pretty decent as a bleed attempt, though when I'm actually looking into it, I think Spectral Shield Throw Bleed ends up giving you a similar playstyle, and basically just easier to build and will have bigger results, I think. Haven't fully looked into it, but it seems to be the case. So it's okay, okay use of Venom Gyre and some Crucible nodes, but especially while Crucible shields exist, you can make some pretty big shields, and you'll just end up with a bigger bleed character. And especially if you want to go the perfect agony Emperor's Vigilance route, so make a Emperor's Vigilance with like 3000 armor and then still have 400 ES and then do Perfect Agony with the Seething Fury gem. You can get a lot of crit multi, and I think that might be the highest end of the bleed that isn't Snipe and Puncture based, though might be a bit tough to build, so I'm not sure if it's actually worthwhile, because typically with these bleed builds you want to invest a lot into just physical damage, your chance to bleed, your dot multi, and then some defense, and incorporating crit into that shouldn't be too hard with that shield, which is going to be based on Crucible, but it should still take away from some other things. So we'll see. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to say. But point is, yeah, I think SST might just be a better version of this entire build. Got about 5 or 6 million bleed DPS combined with Corrupting Fever on this guy, and I think an SST could push 10 mil plus, and possibly generate slightly more reliable bleed damage. But for what this is, not too bad, and did do plenty of endgames still, got to like wave 28, 29 in Simulacrum. It does start to get a bit painful in the later waves, especially if you come across a Fizz damage resistant mod, which really rains in your parade. Otherwise, did a Cortex here, which had some pretty lucky mods of, not actually doing too much harm. So with a worse Cortex, I think it'd be a real uphill battle. This is the Cortex I got, and did manage to clean it up, but it was pretty tough to do. Given that my damage isn't great, like it's 5 or 6 million, once you get to Ubers, that's when you really start to fall off on damage. So prior to Ubers, once again, things are not too bad on many hipster characters. Took on even this Uber Cortex, it sucks, but it is doable. The biggest problem for me, I suppose, is that I invested a lot into pride scaling, and if you're not very close to the enemy and stacking up all of your bleeds reliably enough, then you're not at your potential damage. And plenty of the time against the tougher stuff, you can't be within its range, and pride is not doing its maximum work. So against lots of the other stuff, though, this is the first hidden I've done for the league, and I think it rolled monster damage and a few other things. So I did plenty of invites and regular Guardian style endgame, and yeah, these types of builds hold up pretty damn well for all that. This is the first hidden I've done. Went down deathless, and playstyle's okay for that. So against pretty vanilla content that, is balanced well enough and should exist, these builds still do all right. Once you get Ubers into the fray, it does get a lot tougher. So I did take on Uber Cirrus got him down to like fucking 20% or something, but he did a few bullshit attacks, so I think it's doable. Did Uber Shaper with Maven on him and got him down to like 20% or some shit as well, and it's a long fight, and it requires basically perfect play. I think I could do it on a second attempt. And then I did Uber Maven first try, but you'll see firsthand just how difficult it was, and that's pretty much the story for Ubers on a character such as this. So Bleed Glad, I think it has potential, but definitely in a bit of a weak spot overall. Could use a bit of love. Hopefully we get it in the future. Here's the Uber Maven. Enjoy many, many hours of gameplay. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time. I need to be like in good vicinity for Pride. It's just so hard to do. I don't know, maybe the DPS being reliable is good enough. It was pretty reliable deeps. She went for the totem just then, that's alright. Oh my god, that was close to dropping like really bad degen balls.
Stand still. Sacrifice them. Pain will be returned tenfold.
That's respectable enough, bleed deeps, yeah?
Space.
I think we could respect those deeps. That is tough to make sure you're playing well, though, not gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna fuck it up big time, guarantee. And then it's just gonna run away from me. That's the prediction. Enjoy it. These are some powerful fucking spell rolls.
Death made real. Take this. A cascade of pain. Do what I say. Stand still. Death made real. Why? Resistance will be punished.
Fucking arms are sweaty, man. Knees weak. Etc. I could use some flasks here, but I don't know if I can kill stuff. Looks like we did.
Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Stand still.
Teleported at the wrong time.
Do what I say. My collection.
No, I hit a ball that insta-popped. But, That might be fine. It still might be fine.
Stand still.
Ghost made real.
Cascade of pain. Stand still.
God, I was so close when he unleashed that barrage just now.
Mine. Cascade of
This
pain.
made real.
Death will not be escaped.
I don't have any flasks. Uh-oh. So I really didn't pay attention to what that was.
Scurry, scurry.
Because there was so many fucking bosses
I can't do this just yet.
My collection.
that I had to care about and stuff to avoid. I didn't at all pay attention to it, unfortunately. Not even not remember, I just straight up didn't get to see it. That was hard.
Stand still.
Now I've got to deal with all of this at once.
Do what I say. Cascade of pain.
Not far off of pushing it over though.
Stand still.
Stop resisting.
Seriously, the Val Oversoul was fucking unlucky, yeah, because he went down, didn't he?
Reality bends.
And like, that's scuffed as shit. Okay.
Punishment inescapable.
It's a lot of fucking beams they're crossing.
Arrogant toy. Take this. Stand still.
Now getting actual good damage on Maven's gonna be really hard.
A cascade of pain. Death will not be an escape.
Because like I'm pretty much never gonna be within melee range. Which is what I need to be doing for pride damage.
Scurry, scurry. Stand still.
Good uptime.
Take this. The prettiest piece
Dude.
of the whole coin.
I went so fucking instantly out of there. Like I whirled through her. As she started to say take this, then I had to dash back out of there quickly and it wasn't fast enough.
Stand still.
It's fucked.
Take this. Stand still. Do what I say. Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Take this. A cascade of pain. Stand still.
Fucked, dude.
Do what I say. Take this. Stand still.
I can't do this just yet.
A cascade of pain.
Can't. I couldn't dodge the way I was set up just then. I knew you I was going to be in for a very tough line of dodging just then. I have an easy one, please, for fuck's sake. Almost.
Scurry. Do what I say. A cascade of pain.
No, dude.
Stand still. Take this. A cascade of pain.
No!
Do what I say. A cascade of pain. Take this.
Ah! Same team, Maven.
Stand still. It will not be an escape.
Fuck!
Scurry, scurry. A cascade of pain. Take this.
Ugh. That only just came off cooldown at the very last second. Oh my god, that was so fucking easy. Yeah, it's the gem I'm using. It's not worth all that much, but it's not bad anyway.
For it continues to play.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Alright, that's tough. That is a brutal piece of gameplay to pull off. Bleed viable, obviously. 35C. Pog.